Hello LinkedIn family. It has been a while since I've made any video for the platform. I've been away on a family project for on and off this year for 10 weeks. So I've been up and down to Essex and back. And one of the aspects of this going away from home and doing this has been keeping the balls in the air working, which has been possible but difficult. One aspect is limited Wi-Fi, and it finally came to a crunch in this last couple of weeks because I realized that as big as the data plan I have, it was never going to be big enough to keep up with this process, so I kind of abandoned the idea of doing video. Anyway, today I want to talk to you, because I'm now back. I'm back for a week or so, so I will be doing some videos this week. Now, I want to talk to you today about mind over matter, and I had a very clear demonstration of that today, of mind over matter. So I've been training for the last I guess since the beginning of June, maybe a bit longer than that actually. I've been training to run 10k. Now, I've never been a runner. I'm 55 this year. In a few weeks' time, I have never been a runner. And it was only this year that I started running a bit on the treadmill. I did a lot of treadmill running. It was my brother earlier this year said to me, "You should run outside." And I was with him quite a lot of this period. And one day we went out for a run together. And I realized I quite enjoyed it. But I didn't have the skill or the technique to do any more. So I kind of explored what to do. And eventually I found an app on this phone that allowed me to explore the idea of doing a running program. And so I've been doing that program, and the idea is it gets you to 10k over a period of like a month and a half, 2 months, with like 3 or 4 runs a week, depending on how it's structured. So I'm doing 3 runs a week. I'm doing Monday, Wednesday and Saturday. And so with days off in between. Anyway, today was the first run where the app took me to run at 10 kpm. And I've run at 9.5 quite a bit, but today was the first run that was 1 hour in length and 15 minutes of it were at 10k. And I knew this was coming up. I saw this coming up in the program, and I realized that it was my head that was actually blocking me doing this run. I did it this morning. I started running at 7 this morning, and I knew all the way along that I was going to do 60 minutes of running, but my head was going, you can't do this. And I don't know where that was coming from. Now, it could have been several things today. I did drive 650 miles yesterday, so it could have been my tiredness was coming in, and my body was out of sorts because of that. And I'd also got up a little bit hungry, and so I had eaten a little. I drunk something. I think I drank a milkshake of some sorts. So it could have been the fact that my stomach wasn't fully settled or something, or I was tired. But I noticed that as I was running, I wanted to stop. My brain was starting to say, "You must stop. You must stop," and I recognized that my body was starting to respond to those comments, to those thoughts. And it's really interesting to notice that prior to those thoughts coming in, my body was fine. I was doing really well with this run today. And I didn't stop. I chose to ignore the demand to stop. Yeah, it did have to keep pushing me. I did have to keep pushing myself. The app kept saying, "Go on, speed up, speed up, speed up." And I had to keep going, "No, I need to speed up, I need to speed up." And I kept having to use willpower to drive myself through this run. And whereas I would normally, at the end of the run, when it said you finished, I would probably stop running. I'd carry on running, I'd carry on into the end till I got closer to home. In this particular example, I planned it because my head was in such a state over this. I planned it so I would finish the run relatively close to home, and I didn't have too far to go to get back. So it's just an interesting thought today, just to recognize, how often is it your head telling you to do something through the thoughts in your head are telling you to do something when there's no other reason other than something that's going on up here, when you could actually complete what you're trying to do. Now, I'm wondering where this affects other people in life. What does it stop you making phone calls? Does it stop you doing things in your business? And so that's what's in my thoughts today, really, having explored that for real today, in terms of It happens to me before. I have resistances to doing things, but that today was a real wake up in terms of your head. My head was trying to run my body today, and yet I could do this. It wasn't that difficult. So anyway, thoughts for this Saturday afternoon and evening. What is your head telling you to do that is running against what you actually could achieve? Just some thought to explore. Anyway, I shall be back doing daily videos, and that is my video for today, and I shall see you tomorrow. And as ever, there's no edit. I will be getting up and turning the camera off. Thanks for watching.